Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you. Before starting yesterday evening, as I was preparing my presentation, I got lost in my dreams, my nightmares, and at some point I saw an illegal hit in Ottawa against us. Well, the final decision was made in Toronto. Well, I'm not talking about the patriation of the Constitution. I'm talking about the Senators' goal against the Canadians yesterday evening, so don't take it. Well, I'm here to talk about the Moment Factory and about hockey, even though hockey is a great Canadian topic. To talk about 2017 and give you the point of view of Moment Factory, I have to tell you at what point we are in Moment Factory. Well, we are a place for creation that's looking outside. Our projects are present all around the earth, maybe Atlantic City, in Vancouver, Los Angeles, Barcelona, and so on. Moment Factory is a place where people from all over the world come and work together, and we are working all around the world. We are a creativity hub, and when we're introducing ourselves, to talk about ourselves, people ask us, why is it in Montreal? Why are you in Montreal? Why is Montreal so different? And why were you able to create that firm? There are various reasons, but there are two basic reasons. The fact that we are bringing together three major industries, so video games, cinema, and design. And in all of that, Moment Factory is at the crossroads of those areas. And Montreal is a place of university, of knowledge, and of creativity. The universities are attracting young people from all around the world who are coming to study in Montreal and want to stay in Montreal. That gave birth to Moment Factory. That's how it was created in 2001 by three young creative people who wanted to push their creativity. Our mission is to change the public spaces. We are taking tricks from the web and from video games and apply them in the public space. We say we do it in public. There was September 11, there was Hurricane Sandy, there were the Boston Marathon bombings recently. All sad events that send a signal that we're better in our own room with our web, and we're safer at home in our small place. But we want to fight this phenomenon of individualization. Our purpose is to bring people together in a public location, to give them the desire to come together and live something special. So to give you an idea of what we're doing, here's a short video. For thousands of years, people have come together around campfires to share stories and legends. By using light, sound, animation, and music, we are continuing this tradition by bringing people together in unique spaces that are especially inspiring, but just as comforting as a campfire. The image that spoke the most to me was probably David Byrne from Talking Heads, who has just written a book, the title of which is How Music Works. But his book is describing his creative journey, but one element that he develops is how music evolved and how the environment in which people are living is extremely important to determine creation. And the image he's using, he's talking about opera and theaters, classical music, and the large halls or the rock music in the stadiums, but he is making a comparison that's quite interesting. You take a bird in the same species, like a cardinal, and you place it here in Montreal. Its singing will be completely different from what it would be in Toronto or Los Angeles. The bird will adapt its singing to its environment. That's what the Moment Factory is doing. We're adapting our creativity to various environments. That's our mission. But now if we look at 2017, what does it mean for the young artists of Moment Factory who are between 20 and 30? Well, for this presentation, I talked with them and talked about 2017, and one thing that struck me is that we are referring, of course, to 67 and 76 like major moments in the history of Montreal. And something that struck me in their comments and in their way of looking at it is that for them, basically, those two events are closer to the Second World War than close to today. And as we've experienced those events, we feel that the Second World War was so far back in time. So that's the challenge. We have to look forward, to look at 2017 as an important moment, because for me it's an anniversary. It's an opportunity to innovate, to build, and to create. What's more important for us, it's a date on the calendar. That's a date just as for a premiere. In 2017, though, it will come, so everybody can get ready and work towards that goal. And in time of Twitter and of Instagram, well, 2017 sends us back a certain vision that's not too myopic or not too far away. It's not too close. It's just the right horizon. So what are we going to do in 2017? So our part of a creative team. I have a whole team of audacious people, of artistic creators, and we have to rely on that. Rely on the fact that Montreal, with the Cirque du Soleil, with Arcade Fire, the Just for Laughs team, we have an extremely rich creative base here. Ideas? Well, what's most obvious for me is precisely the idea that Montreal, for years since the 70s and 80s, was living underground. Maybe we should go outside. The time has come, and in 2017 we should go out. And the idea would be to dig up our past, do some cleanup in our patrimony and heritage. So for the 50 years of the Expo, we have the Biosphere, the witness of one of the major moments in the history of Montreal, and for some time it's been abandoned, unused. What should we do with the Biosphere? So I grew up, and then the Biosphere was at the heart of what Montreal was about. For the 150th anniversary of Canada, well, you may know that the remains of the first Parliament of Canada are here in Montreal. They are still there under McGill Street. So the Pointe-à-Calais Museum has a major project to dig up, to bring to light those remains. And for the 375th anniversary of Montreal, think of the silos, and silo number 5, which is also an imponent witness of the history of Montreal. It's placed strategically, and it's the link with Europe and with the whole of America. So we have to find a solution. about this industrial iconic symbol. But something else we should be thinking about for 2017 is that we should go elsewhere. We should be part of this new connected world, not focused on ourselves, but also looking out. And we should export ourselves, and we should show the rest of the world what Canada is about. We should develop projects all around the world in 2017. Well, as you see, we have plenty of ideas at Moment Factory. So we'll come together again in 2017. Thank you. Well, we can see in the video today's technology, but I was wondering, until 2017, how's going to evolve that technology, and how's it going to be more and more interactive? Do you have a crystal ball about that? I have no crystal ball, but what I can say is that Moment Factory has never wanted to be linked with only one technology, and we are mainly working on the public involvement. So you see people with their smartphones as though it would be a smart stick, so they want to change their environments. You saw what we did at Union Station with the Christmas tree in Toronto. Well, that Christmas tree had been programmed. People could play with it on site and on the web. So that's the future for us. People should be involved in an environment where they can have fun. That's interesting. Thank you.